Good afternoon. My name is Lama Jigme Gyatso. This is the Buddha Joy Meditation School. Today we shall answer a question from a good-hearted video viewer. So we shall go straight to, let's see, share screen. That's the function I'm looking for. Okay. And is this what I'm looking for? Nope. How about this? Nope. Oh, goodness gracious. This? Yes. No. Let's see. Good grief. And where is, there it is. Okay. Always prepared. So a good-hearted video viewer asks the question, and I'll highlight it for you so you can follow along. How should we breathe during meditation? Rising and falling of abdomen or expansion of the chest? Now, what I'm going to do is return to my face. Okay, now that is an excellent question. For many centuries, proponents of yoga have told us to do one of those two things, either focus on our chest or focus on our belly. In China, what some people call Neo-Taoism told us to focus on our belly. Over the last several centuries in Southeast Asia, a tradition has come where people focus not only on their chest, but their upper chest. Not only on their upper chest, but their upper lip. Many years ago, I found this to be rather confusing. And so I pestered every meditation teacher I could find. And I came upon a great scholar, not of commentaries like the Theravada, but of the actual discourses attributed to Buddha, whether he existed or not. And he enthusiastically endorsed what he called the Anapanasati Sutta. So let's take a look at that right now. Let's share the screen again. And let's minimize that. And here we go. Anapanasati, right there, which translates as breathing with mindfulness. A great confusion that has developed over the centuries is that all Anapanasati is about is breathing. That's the object of concentration. However, it's not mindfulness of breathing, but mindfulness with breathing. Or in other words, our mindfulness is in harmony with our breathing. This is important. In a previous video, when contrasting concentration and mindfulness, I talked about concentration being a contrivance, whereas mindfulness is passive, simply noticing what's spontaneously occurring. Analysis is analytical, and it falls under the heading of contrivance, not spontaneity. This dichotomy is well illustrated in the classic text, the Tao Te Ching. There is a free translation and commentary available for download from the website buddhajoy.org. You can find below in the doodly-doo. And likewise, this text, or my representation of this practice text, is found on the website, once again, for free. So let's follow along. So Anapanasati, in the Anapanasati discourse, Buddha, and by the way, let me backtrack for a second. So Anapana, in breath, out breath, sati, mindfulness. The word here is not concentration, but mindfulness. Concentration being rigid, mindfulness being flexible. Concentration being active, mindfulness being passive. So the first of the Anapanasati exercises is concerned with length of breath. The second of the Anapanasati exercises is concerned with brevity of breath. And yes, there are 14 other exercises. We will not cover them all today. So I've spent many years trying to wrap my mind around the sutta, the Anapanasati Sutta. I've come from it from virtually every conceivable. In my years of practice, averaging between 4 to 8 hours of meditation a day for numerous years, working with many students from several countries, what I have found is that our job is simple. And I like to call it reading meditation. Buddha enumerated, or in a text attributed to Buddha, 16 contemplations or enumerated. We're looking at the first one right now. And the essence is this. On the in-breath, we silently and mentally recite the phrase, the energetic phrase, now breathe long. On the out-breath, we repeat it. Now you might say, how do I recite this on the in-breath? We're not reciting it verbally. We are reciting it mentally, consequently, silently. We are not reciting it analytically. We are reciting it passively. So for instance, when we silently and mentally recite the phrase, now breathe long, we may notice different sensations in our body, our emotions, our mind. We may notice different things going on in our external environment. And this can be likened to going to local theater to watch a movie. We're not the writer of the movie. We're not the director of the movie. We're just the watcher of the movie. It's not our job to determine what camera angles or lines or actors' behaviors are used. It's our job to sit in our comfortable chair in the theater and enjoy the show. Likewise, when silently and mentally reciting, now breathe long, now breathe long, in harmony with the in-breath and the out-breath. Our job to hunt and search and figure out exactly what I'm thinking, exactly what I'm feeling, what I'm feeling emotionally, what I'm feeling physically. Not our job to ask what's going on internally, what's going on externally. It's just our job to silently and mentally recite these words in harmony with our in-breath and our out-breath. And allow ourselves to be peripherally aware of what's going on. We are silently and mentally reciting now breathe long. Our job is complete. Our job is not to figure out which part of our body has been used. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Same thing for the second exercise. Sit back and enjoy the show. In Buddha's concise discourse on Anapanasati, he gives no instructions as to breathe with this part of your body or breathe with that part of your body. He keeps it simple. And now I'm going to subject you to the visage of my face. As I've mentioned previously, the 16 contemplations of the Anapanasati divide evenly into 4 contemplations within 4 categories. So as we work our way through the category, it's rather quite methodical. But whatever garbage we're experiencing, physically or emotionally or intellectually, whatever kind of turmoil we're going through, by the time we're done with our 20-minute or 30-minute or 60-minute meditation, we feel much more centered, much more resourceful, much more resilient. There's nothing wrong, a good-hearted student, with your question, should I breathe with my lung, with my chest, or my belly? This is not an attack at all. Over the millennia that the Buddhist teachings have existed, many people have handled the teaching. Some were wise. Some were wise, and some were just clever. Some were good-hearted. Some had some dark, ulterior motives. Not all. The full spectrum of human experience. People who had fell into the path of yang, who were into rigidity, control, saw the teachings from that paradigm and wrote commentaries from that paradigm. People who were pursuing the path of yin practiced the text from that perspective. Now, here's the funny thing. Most people who aspire to religious leadership, typically by their own profession, are more yang. They're more controlling, more rigid, they're more goal-oriented. The people most associated with yin are not pursuing leadership positions. So consequently, in the history of human affairs, those most worthy to lead often lacked the ambition to lead. Or those with, ironically, with the most ambition to lead often possessed the least worthiness to lead. The teachings attributed to Buddha warn us. In both the Kalima Sutta as well as the Parinibbana Sutta, we are warned. We're warned not to trust a teaching because it's popular, or because its proponents are popular or handsome or wealthy, or because the teachings are old, or because the books are old. According to the teachings attributed to Buddha, according to the Parinibbana Sutta, there's only one test of teaching, of any teaching, and that is the effect that they generate in our mind and in our bodies when we apply them correctly, consistently, and regularly. For instance, every morning, evening, towards the meditation instruction. Meditation instruction practice just once probably won't change your life. But so I've spent years practicing yang style meditation, concentration and rigidity. It didn't make me peaceful, and it made me terribly crazy. I practiced the teachings from the yin perspective. Passivity, centered spontaneity. It was almost like magic. So in conclusion, just work with the Buddha's 16 contemplations. Everything else just falls in the category passive awareness. Not concentration, just passive awareness. When I was a little kid, like most little kids, I basically treated my parents like God. Not that they deserved that, but most kids just, if we're going to grandma's house, we just assume our parents know how to get there. It isn't until we hit adolescence that we decide to question everything. So, likewise, I began my life as a meditator with a adolescent like skepticism. Buddha doesn't know more than me. I'm going to improve his teachings and do them my way. And I squandered many, many years going nowhere fast. When I put aside my pseudo-intellectual pride and I just practiced the 16 contemplations, all of them in sequence, the results I got were profound. My greatest desire is that you apply them, that you also get profound. Whatever questions that come up in your meditation, submit them to me in the comment section of my videos. I'll do my best to get back. Like this video, click the like button, share it with your friends on social media. Be sure to hit the red subscribe button, as well as the little icon in the outline of a bell or the silhouette of a bell, so that you stay notified of my next video. Of course, videos are insufficient and you'd like to participate in live weekly webinars, learn everything you need to know about meditation, you're welcome to do that. There's a link below in the doodly-doo. I think that's everything that needs to be covered this week. May you and yours be healthy and happy.